NFL playoff predictions. All right, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Houston Texans on Monday night, where the Steelers haven't lost a Monday night home game in quite a long time. The last time they lost was in 1991 at home. So they haven't lost at home. It's like 23 straight wins at home. Houston is going to have to make sure their A game is up to snuff. Their defense is legit and they can make a deep run against a Pittsburgh Steelers team that cannot get the big play. So I got the Houston Texans winning this one on Monday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Moving on to the second round, divisional round. Next up, we got the Jags versus the Bills. And I guarantee you this is going to be one of the best games of the weekend. It will be fantastic. So the Jags are going to host a playoff game. The Bills are going in. I've not won a road playoff game since 1993 was their last road playoff game win. I'm a little concerned about the Bills defense giving up the big plays as well as giving up lots of points in a game. I'm not too concerned about that for Jacksonville. However, the only thing that does concern me about Jacksonville is their inconsistency. But mostly the last 8 games on their 8-game winning streak, they have not been inconsistent. They were very inconsistent at the start of the season. We'll have to see. Yes. I think I've got the Jags winning this game. Yeah, I've got the Jags winning this game. Next up, we got the Patriots and the Chargers. Oh boy, what a game. I can't trust Drake May, and I'm probably the only one that can't, but I don't believe that he is the hype that everyone's giving him to be. If you look at his stats, he's one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league. Yes, his completion percentage is great, but how is that going to come up to the best of the AFC? And every time he's faced an over 500 team like the Bills, he just hasn't performed well. Now, the Chargers are very injury ridden. They have a very bad offensive line right now. Yes, they have a very bad offensive line right now. The injury-ridden offensive line of the Chargers is going to be tough to keep that team in it for the playoffs and a long, deep run. Having Joe Alt being out for the rest of the season or for however long he's going to be out for is probably going to hurt their chances at a Super Bowl run this year. I do, however, think their defense is very, very good and cannot be overlooked. They gave Bo Nix plenty of trouble, and I think they'll do the same thing to Drake May. I just don't know if he's going to be able to get rid of the ball fast enough with that defense because that defense's coverage is very good. I actually think the Chargers are going to win this game, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I believe that the Patriots will be knocked off in the first round, and the Chargers will win that game moving on to the second round. Next round, we've got the Broncos versus the Chargers. Broncos at home at Mile High, and the Chargers have just traveled all the way across the country to play New England and have to come back to Denver. Yes, you might say that Jim Harbaugh has had Sean Payton's number when he's had Justin Herbert in the games, but I just don't see how that's going to work out well for them in a playoff game where they literally showed nothing last game. Yes, they won them 19-3, but the Broncos didn't show anything. I just think they're planning something for the Chargers if they do get to this far. I just think that Bo Nix and that defense is going to be too much for the Chargers to handle in Mile High. All right, next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Houston Texans going to Jacksonville and playing a very good Jacksonville team. This is going to be a great matchup. I honestly, this is probably the toughest matchup if these two teams meet in the divisional round. I honestly, it's a coin flip, guys. It really is. I'm giving the slight edge to the home team, Jacksonville, mostly because I think Jacksonville can go into the AFC Championship game, but I do think it's going to be very tough on them. Houston has beat them. I have split the season series with them this year. So it's going to come down to who can coach the best game against each other. So I really think Houston could do it, but I also don't doubt the Duval of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I think going to Jacksonville Jaguars will play the Denver Broncos in Mile High for that AFC Championship game. We'll go over that here shortly. Now we're going to move over to the NFC, and then we're going to have the Panthers hosting the Los Angeles Rams. And this team shouldn't even be in the playoffs, shouldn't be hosting a playoff game. Yeah, we're going to pick the Rams. And I don't think I need to explain why on this one. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the San Francisco 49ers in Philadelphia. So this team, the Niners are just injury ridden, and it's tough to lose all of your linebackers, any of your linebackers that made the team. They're all injured. So it's going to be tough for them to actually probably win games and stop the run. So I think that the Philadelphia Eagles are probably going to win this game, with an off chance that the Niners could actually win. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears hosting the Green Bay Packers. And the Green Bay Packers, I'm sorry, you guys are too injured to continue on. This is going to be the Chicago Bears winning this game. All right, next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks hosting the Los Angeles Rams. Oh boy, what a good game we're going to have on this one. So they split the season series with each other this year. Seattle has looked good, but I do think Sean McVay can go on the road and win this game. So I do believe the Rams will get out of here out with a win. So we're going to have the Los Angeles Rams moving on to the NFC Championship game. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Ooh, what a good matchup this is going to be in Chicago. These two biggest weaknesses that these two teams have are basically going to be playing against each other. A defense that gives up lots of big plays, and an offense just disappears throughout the, any point in the game, they could just disappear. And that's the Philadelphia Eagles. And that defense for the Chicago Bears, they just give up too many big plays, and it's not good, and I do think that that's going to hurt them, and I believe the Philadelphia Eagles will move on to the NFC Championship game and host the Los Angeles Rams for the NFC Championship. All right, back to the AFC. We got the Denver Broncos versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, it's hard to beat a team twice. Here we go. We're coming back right now. It's going to be hard. And you got Jacksonville coming back into Denver after they gave them a beating at the end of the season, 3 games left. But I think the Broncos are going to definitely have a game plan this time around where they're going to take care of business this time around. But the Broncos going to the Super Bowl, winning the AFC Championship. And I do think that the Jacksonville Jaguars will give them a run for their money, but I think Bo Nix will take them that far. NFC Championship game. You've got the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Los Angeles Rams. And this is going to be a rematch from earlier in the year where the Eagles blocked a kick to win the game. And don't worry, Sean McVay hasn't forgotten, and he won't. I guarantee you that. It will be the Rams moving on to the Super Bowl against the Denver Broncos in Santa Clara. Now, my favorite team, I do want them there. I am predicting this. Yes, I'm a little biased on it, but guess what? I'm playing it how I see it, and I just don't see how Denver doesn't get there. With the way they've been so consistent all season, had one bad loss to Jacksonville, and I guarantee you that was a wake-up call. And they are not going to stop. And the Rams aren't going to be able to stop them because Bo Nix is going to come alive. He's going to become a legend this Super Bowl, and he's going to put himself into stardom. What are your guys' predictions? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, comment, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give Clark some love. Thank you guys.